So you've faced that in World Cup finals. Sink or swim time, isn't it, facing that?
It certainly is. The goosebumps already started with the national anthem, because I'm so used to hearing the anthem in World Cup finals, so used to seeing that haka in World Cup finals. So a big challenge for New Zealand today that it isn't a final, but I don't think it's going to be a problem for them. They are so keen to show the world what they can do, and they have been getting better and better each game. Both teams really playing without pressure today, so I'm expecting to see both teams really go for it.
1991. The only time that USA have beaten the Black Ferns, that was on the way to lifting the title in that inaugural tournament. Since then, the world of women's rugby has been dominated by the black shirts. Not this year. 5th place up for grabs. It's USA against New Zealand. And it's a long kick-off from the USA. And Lydia Tunu, involved 4 years ago, gets straight into the action.
Hold.
Nice exit strategy from the Black Ferns. Good to settle the nerves down.
Yeah, good clearance kick, wasn't it? You talk about the improvements that have been made in the women's game, and this tournament, the kicking out of hand has been fantastic. Kelly Brazier hasn't quite stepped up to the mark at times for New Zealand, and so Sabitsky Napatali taking over, and a good start from her.
USA.
Black, roll away!
Using their big runners, big feature of their game, isn't it? Those one-off power runners, something that New Zealand felt they didn't deal with particularly well in the pool stage game. Nevertheless, victorious.
Tackle release!
Shakira Baker. The wager sheet, but likes playing here at the Chambouin. 4 tries against Wales, 5 in the tournament so far.
Leave it!
Marcoussis.
We're back!
Media rule straight through. On Bitzer, and she's knocked it on. And a sigh of relief from the USA.
And nervous start from Bits, you have to take those on the full. It wasn't a particularly good kick, it was a little bit too long for one of those that you're going to throw right up in the air to chase. You want to be landing, you want the ball to be landing on the player at the moment. The tackle lands on the player. Bitzer had time and space there, but it's early nerves, I think.
Crouch!
Such a determined performance.
Set!
Against Australia, 23-20, USA won. Dramatic finish there.
Just a slip.
The Wallaroos had a kick, didn't they,
to
level things up.
Move in here.
Collective fingers crossed across North America. They won their way through to this 5th place playoffs against the Black Ferns, and delighted about it. Want to show what they're all about.
Yeah, it was a very good
White,
result
when I
for
give
the
you the tap
USA.
out,
The
the ball's going
Australia have
straight
been
away, okay?
strong
When
in
I-
patches, certainly this tournament.
Crouch.
Played some very exciting rugby. USA did very, very well to contain them
Bind.
and set up this rematch with New
Set.
Zealand, which is
Hold
exactly
back.
what they wanted.
Now.
Very experienced front row. It's behind that front row. The Black Ferns have looked very different in this World Cup.
Tackle release.
Victoria Highway, there's a Roscoe. Casey Robertson has came out of retirement to
Hold.
plug a gap, as it were.
Tackle
Here
release,
we-
release, White. Ball's out.
Very good. Spain with a sevens game. She's been turned over
That's
there.
the ball.
And USA come away with the ball.
That's what.
To Zhang. Googler. It's well worked from the USA. Sarah Walsh. Dummy from her.
Run away, Black.
Berkeley
Last
Blues
ball,
player.
Step.
Bits look forwards. And they will be called back now. Linnell Kugler. You have been denied your moment of glory.
It was inches.
pass.
It was inches forward, wasn't it? Just forward there, 'cause it was a very, very good line from Kugler. We've seen her do that all tournament. One of the best runners in this US team. One of the best runners in the tournament, really,
look
at
the last
picking
push
those
at the rock,
lines.
okay?
But just forward,
Last
so
push at the rock.
unfortunate
Just
for her
take a
there.
step, yeah?
Really shows-
Whoopering, hollering from the USA bench.
Sorry, John, it really shows the intent, doesn't it, the USA are playing with. They're really trying to have a go at this Black Ferns team.
Crouch.
Always upbeat, this
Bind.
USA squad.
Set. Hold it, White.
Negativity is not something that comes into the minds. Itunu sets off.
Last foot, boys.
Started the World Cup final 8 years ago. Substitutes 4 years ago. Lavia,
Advantage.
big hit on her by bits of making up for that forward pass. What a hit from the fullback. Just rolling that right arm round, may have got a bit of a stinger.
Fantastic. First of all, Justine Levea, anything Kugler can do, she can do too. Great break, but Bitzer was more than equal to it. That is a cruncher of a tackle, isn't it? That's exactly the sort of tackle you want your fullback to be able to make.
And it's one of those tackles that says to the team, right, we're in this fight. This is how we need to approach it. Let's take the fight to the Black Ferns.
So important for a team to be able to believe in the defence of their fullback. It enables them to get on the front foot, really push forward,
Set.
knowing that that last line of defence will be there for
Get
you.
in.
And despite
I
being
need you to bind up in the back
34-3,
row.
the result in the
Don't come
then
off on
through
the
the
back row,
pool
okay?
stages between these two teams.
There you are.
It was the game after England-Canada, wasn't it? A 13-all draw, and you could tell almost silly. Black Ferns captain that day saying that they didn't know the result would put them out, but something tells me that they did. There were a few wet eyes as they walked out onto the field.
Hold. Now.
Now it's time, though, to pick themselves up. And a good finish here. Kugler. It's Walsh again, those two heavily involved.
Run away, fight
They have
back.
been all tournament.
Leave it now, two. Leave it, two, Black. Don't come in the side, three.
There.
It's in the side. You need to come in from the back. In the side.
McKay is penalised, coming
Three
in
Black in the side.
from the side.
Got a bit messy at the breakdown. Chance for US to get some good territory back into that corner where Kugler made the break a few minutes
Work quickly
ago.
there, three.
Black Ferns unable
Hold her there.
to get on the front foot, such as the physicality of every breakdown, every challenge from the USA. We've
Wait.
seen it's the same in any game of rugby, isn't it? You're on the front foot, the game becomes so much easier. We saw that in England-Ireland, didn't we, in the semi-final.
Black, don't put the side.
USA, again, just littered with mistakes at the moment. Brazier waiting for that ball. She leaves it for one of her forwards to get down and dirty. Midia Rule. And that's Baker. The tackle by McGee, well shepherded, and they've turned the ball over. Rousier to her forwards, and Augustin. Walsh again.
Last foot. Thank you.
Rousier, 15th cap today. He's contracted players ahead of Rio in 2016. Savage for the Black Ferns.
Last foot.
Very happy to do those hard yards. There she is again. Former rugby league player, you can see that in her style of play, can't you? Winiata. Nickname of Shorty, and you can see why, but she's a devastating runner, and you can see the level of skill, that pass right round the back. Hasn't worked out for the Black Ferns this time, and the USA again come away with possession. Roisia realising that Winiata was up from fullback, and that's a really, really neat kick from the US Eagles fly half.
Intelligent from Roisia, wasn't it? Saw there was nobody at home and tucked it over the back, but New Zealand at the moment trying to play the ball wide, but not quite getting the numbers there, allowing the US to get in and steal the ball. Neither team really putting enough phases together at the moment to trouble the other. Ball goes out here. Lovely time pass from Winiata, but there's just no one there to support.
Here's Blackwell with the line out take. And USA are offside, and New Zealand will have the penalty and the opportunity just to clear their lines. Nobody really grabbing this game by the scruff of the neck at the moment. Bit of an arm wrestle out there.
It is, and I suppose always to be expected. They are two very physical teams. The US side, whilst at times we've been criticising them for lack of structure in the later phases of play, certainly you can't criticise them for how physical and strong they are in the contact area.
Great line out take by Everett. 16th test match in a row, I should say.
Tackle release, 4 wide.
She's doing the carrying as well. Baker. Coming off that wing and looking for work. Coxage, second World Cup for here. Now there's numbers and some space as well. Itunu. Another huge hit again.
Leave it now, 9 wide, leave it. Leave
It's
it
the
wide.
fullback, Bitzer.
Don't put yourself there, so.
Great hands from Savage to create that opportunity. New Zealand had gone one way and then came back down the blind side, and it was Savage to Itunu that set Itunu free for Bitzer. Goodness me, she's putting the hits in already this morning, isn't she?
She's needed to. This afternoon, Sue.
This afternoon, yeah.
Shows how late you got up, doesn't it?
I'm sure it's this morning somewhere in the world.
It is
Step off
certainly,
there,
absolutely.
please, bring them with you.
Just been so many stories around this World Cup. Record viewing figures, 2.2 million people. Watch France, the host nation, against Australia.
Last foot, boys.
Wednesday night, one of the finest days in women's rugby here at the Jean Bouin Stadium, the revamped Jean Bouin here in Paris. But here come the Black Ferns again, looking to take 5th place. McKay can't take it, and the USA come away again.
Run away, 6 Black.
And it's Farmer. So industrious, aren't they, the Eagles? So hard for each other. Tremendous athletes, and it's a
Hold, back.
feature of their rugby programme, isn't it? The
Hold, pack, 6, 7, hold.
cross-fertilisation of athletes. Basketball or hockey, baseball. Tunu's taken slightly high, the referee's taken down as well.
Give you a scrum. They're running straight into me, I have to be somewhere.
Yeah, the referee has to call it there, really. She's on the floor, can't see what's going on. Scrum to New Zealand.
Riley wants to get herself out of those situations. Not for the faint-hearted. Between Ituna and Kugler.
Crouch!
Sensibly blew the whistle and scrum down to the Black Ferns. Just over 13 minutes gone in this game. Still without score.
Sent it.
Kugler.
And you're offside.
Is offside.
Back here from the mark.
A moment in the sun, dashed a couple of times already, hasn't she?
Yes.
You know, Kugler thought she scored earlier on, but for a forward pass, thought she was
like all
lolloping her way to the try line again there and denied again.
Like all the best open sides, playing right on the edge, but just getting caught out at the moment.
Need the back row to stay bound, please.
New Zealand with this line out just outside the 22.
Okay. Time off. Just have an injury there, girls. Claire, you have the mark there for me, yeah?
An unprecedented build-up to this World Cup, the Black Ferns, playing multiple tests. Look at Grant Hansen and Brian Evans, the brains trust behind this Black Ferns side, and a few people have joked around Marcoussis, where the pool games are played, that perhaps they shouldn't have played those warm-up games. They're better hitting World Cups without having played tests, but very much tongue-in-cheek.
They certainly used to come into World Cups with a sense of mystery about them. 98, 2002, they'd played very little rugby before those, so no team quite knew what to expect. So that sense of mystery, maybe it did help them, but you know, teams need to play rugby between World Cups. They need to get matches under their belts to improve. And as you say, Brian Evans noted that other teams have improved so much, and precisely because they're playing regular rugby against good teams on a regular basis.
Yeah, 2 test series against England, didn't they, the Black Ferns? 2012 in England. Amelia Rule, she's so strong. Lavia. Justine Lavia opens up the scoring here. May not be the cup final. Doesn't matter to those in black shirts. They still want to win the game.
Real vintage Amelia Rule, that's exactly what she's there for at 12. She powers over the gain line, a lovely flat ball training ground move, but she powers over the gain line and keeps her such upper body strength, manages to get the offload away to Savage. I've seen Amelia Rule do that so many times before off the back of a line out.
Overexcited, of course. Aurora Savage, not Justine Lavia, with 6 on her back. Tend to play left and right, don't they, rather than open side and blind side. Apologies to Aurora Savage. Still a try, though. And Kelly Brazier just hasn't hit her straps, has she, from the tee in this World Cup. Off with a kicking from hand and from the floor, but the Black Ferns with the opening try.
Yeah, Kelly Brazier is a very good player, lovely in open field, great skills, great handling skills, and usually a better kicking game, and that's just not quite working for her in this tournament.
As you say, really a Rule at her best, that hard angle, and she's so powerful. Had a debut some 14 years ago. 2 World Cups she's played in, not in 2010.
Yeah, I had the unfortunate pleasure of playing against her in 2006 and 2002. She just has strength over the gain line. You might bring her down, but always gets over the gain line.
Let's come down to the Black Ferns. There's Rule again, first receiver So often gets that offload away. New Zealand just not accurate enough, and Rogers came away with it, didn't she? The tight head for the USA. Accuracy hasn't been there for the Black Ferns all tournament. We've seen that again here today.
Now tackle release.
Turley, the captain. Who's yet? Potter.
Stay up.
McGee asked her to go in there and clear the ball. She's straight off her feet. Correct decision from the referee. When New Zealand are inaccurate in open play, it's USA at the breakdown are just not accurate enough in that area, and it's allowing New Zealand to come back into the game when USA are doing so many good things. Comes to a breakdown, make a mistake, penalty Black Ferns. They're able to kick and relieve some pressure.
Yeah, that time it simply just weren't enough US players there. McGee didn't really have much choice. She was trying to guard that from 3 New Zealand players there going for the ball. Just ended up going off her feet, sealing the ball off, so penalty to New Zealand. And as you say, handing the ball back to New Zealand, whose line-out has been pretty solid this tournament.
Advantage!
Peter Robinson and Tour Highway ruled that line out, didn't they? For year upon year for the Black Ferns.
Yeah, really, really hard act to follow. People like Victoria Highway, Mona Lisa Codling. They were world-class pairings in that New Zealand second row for so many years. And that's the engine room. If you know that gets your line-out work, but also the engine room of the scrummage. It made them such a formidable scrummaging pack, such a long time.
And that front row of McKay. Silly.
Let's go, girls.
Tura Haide Fox as well. He played a Wasps
Here we are. Marcus here.
a few years ago now. Been there.
Black balls to knock on at the line out.
Done it, but coming to the twilight of their careers.
Yep, knock on at the line out.
The 5 players behind them has been one of the reasons, not a sole reason, but one of the reasons that this Black Ferns squad hit the dizzy heights of previous World Cups.
Set. Hold.
Huge focus on the Sevens programme as well.
Wait, stay on, Seven, stay on.
USA finished 7th in the IRB World Series. Uniata.
Tackle release.
To Masciano. Black Ferns still with possession though. Ever at that time. Pass from McKay, the loose head prop. Brazier does the sensible thing, comes back inside looking for support. Everett.
That's a ball.
Possession just beginning to increase for the Black Ferns now. Rule. Curse of the commentator, turned over.
Advantage over.
Who's it? Masciano.
Last foot.
Hope Rogers, just 21 years of age, one of the youngest members in this USA squad.
Advantage. It's not going to come.
From the USA again.
9. I need the feed much more credible at the scrum, okay? I need to put in.
At the moment, just too many errors from both teams. The simple knock-ons are trying to offload when it's not on. Those things just adding up at the moment to make give the game no real continuity.
It's stop-starty, isn't it? No real rhythm to it in the... to either side, just making basic errors. Still New Zealand with the only score.
Bind.
From their blind side.
Hold.
Flanker.
Stay on 9.
Rule again. So often you know what's coming. It's a different thing doing something about it. Marcoussis.
Run away, 4 wide.
And then it's Blackwell.
Step, Black.
USA have turned this one over though.
Hold, 2.
Bitzer. Down to her opposite number. Niata, and she opens play up. It's Baker. Coxage. First time she's had a snipe.
Now you're off your feet wide.
Savage, the try scorer. They've got her now. Everett. It's better for New Zealand, just beginning to build the odd phase. Brazier.
Tackler relief.
Irimi was inside, she wasn't. McKay is down. Itunu, she is through. Right through the middle, wasn't held in the tackle. She's allowed to get back to her feet. Veer, Rule. Baker.
Last for 2. Use it, Black.
Black Ferns just prodding, aren't they? And poking, trying to find a way through. Are they through now? Oh, they are. It's Everett. Bounces over the line, and it's try number 2 for the Black Ferns.
Rowena Everett seems to have a real knack of getting on the end of the try. He's got lovely footwork for a big second row forward. Great combinations in the end from New Zealand. They worked the opportunity to get down the blind side, had numbers on the US. Justine Levea stands the player up, gets the ball into Rowena Everett's hands. He still has a little bit of work to do, a little bit more dancing, but gets the ball finally over the try line.
Real athletic score, wasn't it, from the second rower? And Kelly Brazier, almost the same spot, isn't it, for this second conversion for her?
Yeah, tough one. Very, very close to the touchline, probably a little bit further out.
40 points in this tournament so far. 48 in the last World Cup. 4 tries within that tally 4 years ago. Much better strike from Kelly Brazier. But still the miss.
The New Zealand back row's been so important in their play so far in this half. Savage, Levea, Itunu have been the ones really making the breaks, getting over the gain line, keeping the continuity going, helping there really being that link between the backs and forwards, and there it was again.
Bitzer. Microcosm of the Black Ferns World Cup there, isn't it? Absolutely. Great try down the left-hand side. Restart. Knock on from the catch, and Brian Evans must pull his hair out at times.
Yeah, in years gone by, we've seen such precise New Zealand teams making so few errors, and that's what really suffocates the opposition. You're playing against them, trying to force them into errors, trying to get the ball turned over, but they just keep playing so precisely. This tournament just hasn't been quite the same.
It's a feature of New Zealand rugby, isn't it? The basics done exceptionally well. It was the same for the Black Ferns, wasn't it? For many a year.
Get a nice long bind up on her back, okay?
Winners in 1998. Farah Palmer, the captain, of course. Biggest scoreline in the World Cup final against the USA. And of course, England Olympic Stadium in Barcelona and in Edmonton, and against England and Twickenham Stoop 4 years ago.
Last foot, Black.
The trophy will be either England or Canada's this year. They'll be back though, only the Black Ferns, we know that about them. It's another 4 pass from the USA. It's littered this first 27 or so minutes, hasn't it, from the USA with ball in hand.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. They're just getting a little bit too flat. Start a little bit deeper, run onto the ball, put pace on the ball, but you've got to stay behind the passer of the ball. They're just creeping forward a little bit too much. Need to keep their discipline.
Into Marcoussis with a feed. Ituna been involved. It was a very, very strong sevens outfit for New Zealand. Vitali. Clearance from her. Not sparkling, are they, the Black Ferns? Not clicking.
They must be as frustrated as the rest of us with the errors that keep coming in. They're used to playing that high-paced continuity rugby, error-free, keeping things moving at the moment. It's just not quite happening for them.
Poor relation, the Black Ferns, really, compared to other New Zealand sides. I guess when you're winning, you don't really have to worry about it, don't you? Don't have to fix it if it's not broken. Just change opinion slightly. Brazier, Niata. There was a little bit of space for the fullback in front of her there. Instead, she decides to pass the ball on. Rule. Good call coming in from Everett.
Advantage.
And again, the USA denied to Zhang that time. Peter Steinberg getting some messages down. Perhaps it's his radio that's interfering with our sound, who knows?
Couldn't have many complaints about that, Justin, saying it was a very, very forward knock-on.
The looseness to New Zealand's play that just not like them.
It must be very, very challenging when you're a team that's been in every final since most of them can probably even remember. It's just so unusual for them, so alien to be in this situation, and you know, maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe it's just not quite being able to get their heads around this situation and react to it.
But even in the 79-5 win over Kazakhstan, 13 tries, again they look loose. They wasn't a cohesion we normally expect from them. And of course the Ireland game. Historic win for Ireland. Ireland men and women at 15s. Never beaten New Zealand. 17 points to 14. Truly sparked the interest, didn't it, in this World Cup? From parts that possibly weren't interested in it. Marcoussis. Niata and Rule. Brazier flies it inside. Is there a player waiting? Didn't go forward, said the referee.
Get back, 5 wide, get back.
Here come New Zealand again. It's Baker. And when they do get it right, it looks so simple for the Black Ferns. It's try number 3.
It's like somebody flicked a switch, wasn't it? Suddenly the pace of the game was raised. Emilia Rule on the far side really put the pace on here. Fixes Bidewell out to Brazier, and they were fortunate there the ball didn't go forward, New Zealand, but they managed to recycle it. And Steph to Harry Fox right out in the centres here, but playing just like a centre. A perfect pass out to Shakira Baker. With no defender there, there was only one result from that.
Oh, Harry Fox, lovely hands from the tight head prop. She's been around a while, hasn't she now? 6 years since she made her debut. Brazier, third attempt from this side. Third time lucky. Yes. Good for her. Adds the extras.
Yeah, so she had a couple to get her sights in. She wasn't going to miss third time. Here's a replay of that try. Steph to Harry Fox. Perfect pass out to Shakira Baker. She'll be telling the coach she should be in the centres.
Quite a character by all accounts. Kathleen Wilton is on the field. Ruth McKay. What if that score might have just sparked the Black Ferns into some life here, into some accuracy. Fatali. Winiata outside, and she has got serious wheels. Winiata. Try number 6 for her.
Suddenly New Zealand are playing at pace, aren't they? Just taking the ball on, really having a go at the defence, and really hard now for USA to live with that kind of pace. The switch has been flicked. Victoria Subritsky and Fatali there makes the initial break. Finally, they got the ball out into the hands of Winiata. And you don't need to ask her twice, she is quick.
2 tries against Wales here on Wednesday. Now a try here against the USA. And 2 tries in as many minutes for the Black Ferns. That's more like them.
Kelly Brazier's pretty much taken the same kick 4 times, so hopefully she's got her eye in now from this spot.
Couple of markers with the first couple. 2 from the last 2. And if the Black Ferns continue to play like this, she may get plenty more practice today.
Yeah, it's all coming down this side of the pitch at the moment. You feel a little bit for Hani Hirame, fantastic runner of the rugby ball, and really hasn't had that many opportunities in this tournament as a whole, and today certainly it's all going down the left wing.
Up to 24 then, New Zealand. Media rule. Brazier. Fiona Manuel, of course, unable to play in this game or against Wales earlier in the week, got an ankle injury. Subritsky Nafatali, to use her full name. Fly half, just goes downtown. Pass doesn't work out between Bitzer and one of her teammates. Marcoussis. It's Everett out wide. Really a rule. Hirame outside. So simple, so clinical, so Black Ferns.
And now Hirame gets a chance, a nice simple run in from her, and it was the 2 passes before that that made that try. The last one beautifully timed from Emilia Rule, but before that, we'll see in a second, Ruinia Everett. Ball comes out to her here, just like Steph Fox before her, sees the space outside and puts a beautiful pass into Emilia Rule. then it's 2-on-1 or poor. Bitzer doesn't have a chance there. Hirami gets the run in, but Rowenia Everett, hats off to her for the vision to make that pass.
Announced herself, didn't she, on the 7th circuit? Honey Hirami. For her performances and her style of play, being nicknamed Honey Bill Williams. What a bad person to be put alongside or spoken about in the same breath.
Yeah, she really made her reputation on the 7th pitch. Hirami running in all that space on the outside as a winger in 7s. She just hasn't really quite had the space in this tournament, but she showed there, give her an inch of space and she'll take it.
Brazier successful again from the other side this time. A big feature of this World Cup. Fans from every single nation. We were talking to some people who come over from Poland at Marcoussis in the earlier rounds just to watch the game. Watershed tournament for the women's game, really has been. I thought 2010 was impressive, the biggest and best. This has taken it up several notches again as the USA is trying to claw something back before half-time. Been a real purple patch, a real black patch, isn't it, for New Zealand? 3 quick tries in succession.
Yeah, US need some possession, don't they? They just need to keep the ball in their hands for a bit, settle things down. What a hit that was from Carmen Farmer. That's the sort of hit that gets you back in the game, that gets your team on the front foot. Now they've got a chance to get a bit of ball at the scrummage and keep it for a few minutes.
Crouch! Bind!
Couple of minutes before half-time then. What have the USA got here? McGee. Thought they might use her. She comes off her wing, breaks a couple of tackles, breaks more than that. She's going for the sticks. Levere, a tackle from her. Roisier tries to involve those outside backs. Black Ferns are there though. Now it's Walsh. This doesn't quite go to hand. Roisier picks it up. The Glendale Raptors fly half. It's Walsh again. Heavily involved in ball carrying in this first half. And that was Rogers. New Zealand looking to defend around the fringes here because that's where the USA are attacking now. Short one-out runners now. It's whipped out to the backs. Bratton. To Sang. But Rogers, can she dot the ball down? Held up, says the referee. Look for a moment. Oh, the young tight-head had got there.
It was a great drive from her, wasn't it? Pick up and drove her legs over the line. Here we can see it, great drive, so powerful. Initially didn't get the ball down, the referee ruled that by the time she did, it was too late.
Zumini has come on that left wing as well, wearing 21. She's moved into outside centre, actually. Swapping places with Bidewell. Natalie Masciano, who's gone off. USA, last chance and last play of this first half. New Zealand well in control here. But USA in control of this scrum. Bitzer. Ball is loose. Penalty to the Eagles. Offside the Black Ferns. Zeng. Kugler. Getting behind their open side. Advantage again to the US of A. Trying to dive over American football style. Walsh. Walsh is up and over the line.
No advantage coming. Back to them.
The referee can't clearly see whether the ball has been dotted down, so they'll come back for the penalty. Black Ferns not rolling away at the breakdown.
Great set of play from US, keeping the ball finally, getting some phases together, really putting the Black Ferns under pressure.
Be huge for them to score now.
Yeah.
Right on half-time. Be able to talk about something in the changing rooms at half-time to go into the second half with, because yes, it was a bit of an arm wrestle in that first 20 minutes, but the Black Ferns taking complete control of the game, the 20th minute mark and the 38th minute mark, really.
Yeah, when you're 30 points behind in a game, it's so difficult at half-time, but at least, as you say, getting a score by half-time allows you to go in with a bit of a lift and really feel like you can get back into the game in the second half. Huge scrum then for the USA.
Free kick. Potter goes. Roisia. Lydia Rule meets her. Here come the USA again. So Rogers out there. Back on this right-hand side.
Run away, two Black.
Zeng. Roisia. Zawini. Zeng again. Little slip.
Tackler release.
They're going backwards now, the USA. It's good defence of the Black Ferns, isn't it?
Last foot.
They know the other side, how important it would be to keep the US of A out here. Bidewell that time is brought to ground. Knock on from Sarah Walsh. And New Zealand wanted to play there, didn't they? Everett went into contact in the end, but they were screaming for it out wide, and the half ends with the dominant team, the Black Ferns, well in control in this first 40 minutes. Held the USA out in the last couple of minutes of this half, but they are well in the lead. 31 points is their lead at half-time over the US of A. Second half underway, and it just shows, doesn't it, what a mental game top-level sport is.
Yeah.
What an important part it plays.
Yeah, you can see they were just getting frustrated, tightening up a little bit, and the floodgates opened once they got over the try line.
The USA were typically tenacious, typically physical.
Hold back. Take him back.
Really basic mistake there from them. Bits are clearing the lines well, but ball had been passed back into the 22, and therefore the line-out will be in line from where the kicker kicked it. Can't kick straight out. The ball being passed back into the 22. From those heady early days of the early 90s and 1990, that national teams came together, didn't they, to play in the first sort of ad hoc women's tournament, then of course first World Cup in 91. USA really have fallen behind the pace in terms of women's 15s rugby. Just beginning to build again here, and they won't like seeing their North American cousins doing very well either, will they?
They certainly won't.
But it's the Black Ferns on the attack here. Lydia Rule. Lovely hands. Brazier. Hear me. Doesn't even get a finger laid on her. And the Black Ferns starting the second half the way they finished the first.
Yeah, exactly the start to the half that the USA didn't want. A simple error gave the New Zealand team very, very good field position, and then it was precision from New Zealand, a very, very good line-out, and then great hands here. The US just get far too tight in defence, and in the end, for Emily Bidwell, it's a 2-on-1. with Brazier and Hideme. You've got those two running at you. It's so hard to defend because Brazier's got such good footwork. So you've got to watch her a little bit first, then ball out to Hideme. We won't know all about the way that she finishes. Tries off. New Zealand made it look very, very easy there.
Second try, of course. Scored the final try in the first half. Honey Bill Williams. Lee Brazier missed the first two, didn't she? So you could be successful with this one. No is the answer. As the sun comes out here in Paris. As I say, stadium beginning to fill up. Of course, they'll see their beloved women's team, this home crowd, up against Ireland. Ireland just didn't feel like they were themselves against England. On the other side of that, England didn't allow them to play. Canada rocked France. Again, not the best performance from France this tournament. And then it'll be England against Canada, and I wonder who the host nation Canada will be cheering for when Canada take on England. Answers on a postcard.
I have a suspicion that most of France might be shouting for Canada.
Hold, pack, hold!
Purely because some parts of the country speak French, of course, rather than they're up against England.
That's exactly right, Johnny.
Glad we're on the same wavelength.
Count your numbers there, girls.
And again, like we said in the first half, New Zealand score a really nice, simple try.
Advantage!
Kick off, they allow it to bounce.
Advantage over!
And Grant Hansen, the Auckland Grammar Director of Sport, is below us, the assistant coach for the Black Ferns. His head in his hands as that
That's 7, run away!
restart was dropped. It's just below us here in the commentary box.
Such a simple thing as well, isn't it?
Cross that out,
Just
girls.
put a name on the ball, whoever it's going closest to, shout as loud as you possibly can, and somebody claim it. Better that two people go for it than nobody. The last thing you want a rugby ball to do is bounce because you have no idea where it's going to go.
Captain, just ask me if you have a doubt, okay? I'll give you the heads up.
Now USA with a decent position here. That's the Black Ferns 22. Luke Gross, the man who's in charge of getting this USA Eagles line-out going. Man who's capped 62 times for the US. Plenty of rugby in the UK as well, with Harlequins and Rotherham, Newcastle.
Tackler release!
Coxich. Lovely break from her, lovely feet as well. Up to halfway. Winiata can't take it. Lovely skill for the scrum half. Possesses such good feet.
Yeah, good vision, wasn't it? She looked up, saw a little gap around the fringes there and took it. Then very, very good footwork, and how wonderful it would have been if this little pass out of the back door had gone into the hands of Winiata. It really very nearly did. When you're 36 points to 0 up, you can afford to take the odd little risk like that, and had that gone to hand, it would have been fantastic.
Just step up there, Black, please. Just step up to the mark. Blacks. Can you step up to the mark, please?
Sort of range that Magali Harvey scored that try on Wednesday. The try of the year, I wager, any form of rugby. Men's, women's, 7s, 15s. Outstanding score.
Bind.
Yeah, very hard to argue with that. It was one out of the absolute top draw. Canada will be hoping for a bit more of that today, I should think.
Will she get the space? Just saying, Rosier. Neat double dummy from her. Sang again, whips it out. Is there a fumble there? Broughton there is. Picked up by the referee.
Yeah, slight knock on from Broughton. It was the scrum half pass, didn't do her any favours, very, very low. But they've handed really good attacking ball back to New Zealand. The US at the moment just putting themselves under pressure, really, just making far too many errors, constantly allowing New Zealand back into the game.
You take that push, okay?
Talking about that Maggie Harvey's try of the...
Crouch!
Yeah, certainly try of this tournament so far.
Bind.
Got an opinion.
Set.
Hashtag WRWC 2014
Stay behind.
at RB Women's. If you do the whole Twitter thing, Winiata, hear me.
Leave it out wide.
Coxage. Lydia Rule. Tora Haire Fox.
Stay up, White. Stay up. Stay up. Take it back in. Hold 6-5. Hold.
Winiata. Oh, she gives the intercept. Roisia. Winiata trying to peg her back. She's got there. Maya Roisia saw it coming a mile off. Another mistake from the Black Ferns. And the fly-half who've played so well all tournament gets a try, and this their final game.
Yeah, Winiata did everything she possibly could to put that error right, chasing Roisia all the way back, but she wasn't catching her. Winiata does so well to get the Roisia in the first place, reading the play. Just manages to hold Winiata off and get the ball dotted down. USA pressed really well there. Winiata ran out of options, threw the pass, and Roisia was right on it.
Now, is that the moment to spark the US?
Okay, I'll follow through.
The heads go down for the Black Ferns. They're well in the lead. Subconsciously, it's so difficult, isn't it, to not take the foot off the pedal.
Yeah, you have to say this game's won for New Zealand, and it can be hard to keep playing at the same level, but this New Zealand team disappointed. They're disappointed in this game, and they'll want to go out on a real high from this tournament. They'll want to play this game right to the last minute. But yes, for the USA, a real lift.
Okay.
Some points on the board finally, and can they follow that up straight away with a bit more solid possession?
6 and 9 Black.
Here come the cavalry for the Black Ferns. Tena Kochic coming off. Try scorer Savage coming off as well. Tahora Haire Fox, the tight head prop. And Emma Jensen will be on, the second most capped Black Fern of all time. Behind Anna Richards, of course. Such a big part of 2010, wasn't she, Anna Richards? Now it's the turn of the USA just to gift the Black Ferns an opportunity.
Yeah, USA playing with fire this time, a pass right across the front of the centres. Fortunately for the USA, New Zealand knock it on.
Another one who was a huge part of 2010 as well, Casey Robertson on the field. The Shepherd in her 4th World Cup, 3 winners' medals.
Crouch.
Proudly sitting in the farmhouse.
Bind.
Alicia Nelson on in that front row as well. So some fresh legs. Will there be some freshness in the performance from the Black Ferns?
Last foot.
Hope
Release
Rogers
wide,
has
set
carried
your
that ball
black.
really well for the Eagles, the tight head. And the Black Ferns just
Yeah, tackler, release wide.
sensed, didn't they, a turnover. Jensen, far more silly. Casey Robertson. Jensen slings out. Hirami. She found a way through there. One's Turley in the end.
Get out of there, 14,
And USA now turn the ball over. Bitzer is able to clear just outside the 22. Winiata takes it on quickly, though. Willie Whitcliffe is on, wearing 22.
Heavily strapped, Ronnie Whitcliffe. Veteran of the last World Cup final, has been such a good player for New Zealand over the years. Nearly had an opportunity there. Hirame got the ball in a bit of space there, but the pass from Emma Jensen behind her really slowed her up, allowed the defence to get on top of her. There goes Whitcliffe, so good off both feet, but that pass just forward out of hand.
Jamie Burke comes on. For Schubert. Sarah Schubert.
Step up there, please.
Glendale Raptor for Glendale Raptor. 52nd cap today for Jamie Burke. Captain 4 years ago. Most caps in the history of USA women's rugby.
Bind. Set. Hold,
Now,
hold right,
14th
hold.
World Cup appearance today.
Said earlier, her first game is against New Zealand and her last game will be against New Zealand, so a big, big game for her today.
Leave it now, Black, leave it! Black foot, Black, step, Black! Step.
Not a bad team to make your debut
Take it back
against.
in.
Hirami didn't look like she was going to make up the ground, and those telescopic arms, and then the strength. Brazier on hand. She's been on hand for so many years in that black shirt, isn't she? Jensen fires it out. Casey Robertson.
Tackle release.
So many of the England squad we'll see in the final later on, end of their careers. Plenty of last games in Black Ferns shirts for many of this squad. Likes of Emma Jensen, Casey Robertson. Feel it may well be the end of the road, not the high note they would have wanted to go out on. They certainly want to win this game as we approach the 55th minute mark.
Yeah, a bit of a new era for New Zealand. It's likely to be running up to the next World Cup, but they'll be doing everything they possibly can to turn things around and be in one of the games a little bit later in finals day next time around.
Get out of there, Reece. 8, you need to roll away.
Brian Evans.
Roll away.
That Ireland defeats, pragmatic way that he deals with most things. Very philosophical about it. Always going to happen one day, wasn't it? They'd be knocked off top spot. The legacy is certainly there. 4 times world champions, won the last 3.
Yeah, and for so long they've achieved incredible amounts, won tournament after tournament, really with quite a small amount of time together, very, very little investment, and maybe, you know, just maybe this will be the trigger that they need to be able to have a little bit more fun, a little bit more time together, and really build for the next one.
Tackle release, release. No, touch.
USA, there's plenty of players in North America. Over 15,000 registered players. Accuracy and technical ability that
Hold.
it's fair enough to say that they lack.
Yeah, this US team has struggled to get the ball into the right areas when they've needed to. They've worked well and created overlaps at times, but the precision to get the ball into those wide open spaces, into the hands of the outside backs quickly and accurately hasn't quite been there. Yes, they've been physical. Yes, they've got over the gain line. Yes, you know, they've carried well, but they just haven't been able to string it together, to have the structure to get the ball into the right places at the right times and accurately enough.
Crouch. Bind. set.
Can only have helped this World Cup and the skill levels, but the increased physicality of the game
Just stepping out, you're coming across. Just stepping out,
really
you're coming
intrigued
across.
the viewers
Here.
and those people who may not have
Behind Marcus here.
seen women's rugby. I tweeted something to the effect earlier on in the week, people talking about what a great game of rugby now, not what a great game of women's rugby, and there's a big sea change in that.
Quite right too. I always like to say I play rugby. I don't play women's rugby. I play rugby as played by women. It's just a game of rugby, and it's great to see that people now are starting to realise that, to accept the game for what it is. Just 30 players on a pitch at the same time playing a fantastic, exciting game of rugby.
And of course, Sevens has helped, isn't it, with the World Series, as Emma Jensen, we'll come back to that, goes through. The funding that countries have put into the game of sevens, of course, part of Rio 2016. Just a slight worry, a slight danger that 15's game has just been overshadowed. It is banged right back into focus with the quality of this tournament, and here's a quality pass from Emilia Rule and a quality step from Honey Hirami. Hat-trick for her. No space at all to work in, but it's brilliantly worked, isn't it?
And that's the sort of finish we've come to expect from Honey Hirami on the sevens circuit. The first 2 tries today, a little bit easy really for her, little run-ins, but first of all it was the timing of the pass from Emilia Rule, but then Honey Hirami stepped in off the right foot twice, and then from a standing start, powered over the line. That's what she does so well. Avoids the tackle, so she's pretty much stationary here, but then bang, the defence cannot catch her because she's so powerful.
Such an explosion of pace, as you say, from a standing start. Has busted in the Sevens World Cup, hasn't she? Brazier, 2 more to her tally. She was involved in Moscow last year, wasn't she? New Zealand won it, her first 15's World Cup here. You can see why they wanted her involved.
Yeah. Just such a strong finisher. You've got to have a player like that in your squad if you can possibly have them. But great credit to Emilia Rule there. She really made that try. The timing of the pass.
She also played New Zealand's Rugby League, the Kiwi Ferns.
Yeah.
She was captain of that side. Lost out in the final of the World Cup to Australia. 33-year-old. Nothing she can't do in the world of rugby.
5 whites, release.
Number 3 as well, just to boot, just to keep all the plates spinning in the air at one time. Casey Robertson.
Tackler release now, 1.
Jensen is back to her feet. Lovely dummy inside, wasn't it? And then Rule. Tries to swap to Zeng away. Won't go away though. Hirami. Got a number this time. Turley. USA captain says you're not getting away this time.
Tackler
Again,
release.
that try seems to have sparked New Zealand into life. Via. Far more silly. Jensen flicks it up. Patia was there. Taki Patia is there now.
What's that, girls?
Referee says play on. Nobody wants to claim it for a moment. In the end, the USA do, but illegally.
3, stay up, please. Don't dive across.
And hitting the ball back and forth to one another for a little while, both teams there, but in the end, cannot jump over the ruck off your feet like that to claim the ball. There goes Emilia Rule again. She's been such an influence in this game, hasn't she? Powering through the gain line.
You have to keep the shorts up.
Bernard de Passé will
Okay.
be chairman.
5 white, girls, substitution. And 15
Who will he be
black.
handing the cup over to later on? England or Canada? Many people saw the Black Ferns losing to Ireland and then not making the semi-finals with that draw between the two finalists, England and Canada. And he thought it's England to lose now. But Canada will have a big say in that, of course, will be hugely buoyed by the performance against England in those pool stages.
Yeah, England will undoubtedly be favourites just because of the experience they've got in matches like this, but Canada against France really showed they can step up to the mark in the big games, and they can really take teams on. So they'll give it everything, and certainly by no means a foregone conclusion.
Wait. Stay more. Don't pull it down, White.
17 or so minutes left in this one, though. New Zealand in the box seat to finish 5th in this World Cup.
Stay on your feet, White. That's fine.
USA been a real feature of the nations growing in rugby rather than that sort of top tier, just refusing to give up. We saw it from Kazakhstan in the pool stages, from Spain.
Hold 8 and 17, hold.
Scoring tries late in the game, and USA will go for the full 80 here, but it's New Zealand on the attack again. Rule. Whitcliffe arrives, Jensen, Robertson. Tremendous servant. Wilton. Brazier. Tiplady, Haley Tiplady. Let's come on that far side. Whitcliffe. Tunu to Robertson.
Runaway 18.
Started the final 4 years ago, those two. Two veterans. Cliff, those feet again. Scored a try in the final, didn't she? Really, Whitcliffe. The Twickenham stoop. Hirumi. Playing as a cohesive unit at the moment, the Black Ferns. Via. Potter brings her down.
Get out of there, White.
Robertson again asked to just suck in the defenders in the midfield. Amelia Rule.
We're back. Advantage.
Hirumi. Zewini. No, she'd been in a contest with Honey Hirumi then, didn't she? A big fend.
Big fend, not quite as effective as usual there. Oceani manages to force the knock-on, but that was well-organised defence from the USA. The New Zealand team moved it from one side of the pitch to the other and back again, but the US defence always equal to, always had numbers there.
Fifth, weren't they, 4 years ago at US Survey? Looks like we'll be happy with 6th this time. Of course, in those first 3 World Cup finals, they were there, weren't they? Won it in 1991. 2 finals followed that. Lost to England, then New Zealand, as we see pictures of Ireland arriving here. Philip Goose Doyle, as he's now leading his side. To the far corner there on the left-hand side, up against France in the next match here at the Stade Jean-Bouin, home of Stade Francais. Not too much pink around though, is there? The Stade Francais colours, famously. 43 points to 5 to New Zealand.
Talk about the history of the US, in many ways a cautionary tale for New Zealand. The USA were the preeminent team in women's rugby in the early years. New Zealand then took over and have been the preeminent team for many, many years. The US have never got back to those heights of the first couple of World Cups, and that absolutely is the last thing that New Zealand want to be the next USA. They want to bounce straight back next time.
Pioneers, weren't they, really? First test played outside of Europe back in 1987 against Canada in Victoria, British Columbia. Won that day. I don't think they're going to win in their 100th test match here today in Paris. Certainly not.
Rock is still being contested.
Sharon Blaney making mistakes like that. 35-year-old, 19th cap today for the Oregon Sports Union. And the Black Ferns just kick it down to a little pocket of supporters they have down there. In front of them, a row of US Eagles supporters. Vibrant crowds. We saw that Marcoussis with the carnival atmosphere, life and colour. All ages supporting rugby. Daly is on as well, Lauren Daly. Both teams ringing the changes. Everett. Oh, silly. Determined run from her. Trademark of her play over the years. Jensen. Black Ferns spreading it wide again. Wiriata. Whitcliffe. Good defence from the US, though. Spread across the field. Lavia. Far more silly. Just tried the offload to Nelson. It didn't work out. The far more silly. Couple of runs. Almost saying, I want to finish my career if it is going to be the finish. Quite likely at 33 years of age on a real high here.
Yeah, she's not going out of this World Cup quietly, is she? Really powering the legs there, and then she pops up again just a minute later. Levea's offload to Farmer-Silly, but that final offload, which would have been the try-scoring one, didn't quite come off. Big scrummage for USA now, needing to clear their lines.
Bind, set, and hold black hold.
11 minutes left to decide who will finish 5th in this World Cup.
Don't use your hands, Black, don't use your hands!
Bitzer hasn't been too much distance on her kicks. It's just opened the door for New Zealand again. Tip lady. So close. Good charge down from the Black Ferns, though, wasn't it? Here they come again. It's another score for them. That's it now, isn't it? Signed, sealed and delivered. 5th place for the Black Ferns with try number 8.
Yeah, it was the semi-charge down of Bitzer's kick made the ball drop right into the hands of Hayley Tiplady Herring. She gets her chance to make an impact on the game by taking the ball on the foot and really putting some pace on it. And then the final finish from just a few metres out.
Lucy Nelson, yeah. Isn't it? Score from her. Is that one of the up-and-coming Black Ferns?
Certainly the sort of player that they might build their scrummage around for the next World Cup, that's for sure.
Brazier. Nice strike from her, and that will have been a part of the last couple of games for the Black Ferns, wasn't it? Yes, they have to live for the moment and beat Wales and hopefully beat the US here as we See another rerun of the try, but they will have had an eye on the future as well, and playing players like Nelson to give them some World Cup experience in a big stadium, big crowd, used to what it will be like in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, and Subritsky Nafatali similarly. You can see them building a back line around her for the years to come as well. She's got it all. She's got great hands, not a bad boot on her, and also when she chooses to, she can get you over the gain line as a team.
Let's have a boot on Amelia Ruth, just 31 still. Seems like she's been around forever, doesn't it? Amelia Ruth could make another World Cup at that sort of age.
Crouch.
Especially with the next one being 3 years away rather than 4. Gives some players an outside chance of an extra World Cup where otherwise they might not have.
It's 2017, venue TBC. It's an important decision though, isn't it, where the next World Cup is?
Yeah, France have hosted this one so well. The next World Cup needs to go to a country that appreciates its rugby, that will fill stadiums, that will come and shout for the players. Be a tough act to follow because it's been a great tournament here in France.
Set and hold white.
We talk about 2002, the women's game on the field coming of age. 2010 when came of age off the field. It was Whitcliffe. Pass just not right, not accurate. And there we have the Black Ferns World Cup in a nutshell.
Yeah, Hirame got a little bit too flat there. She didn't quite anticipate the footwork from Wycliffe. In years gone by, you could have seen that pass would have gone to hand, and they've been in at the corner, just hasn't quite been going their way. Nevertheless, though, 50 points to 5. Not a bad return from a 5th-6th playoff.
Kitri Wagner throwing them all in. Carrie White's on at scrum half as well.
Use it once there, White.
Charlie comes away. Yeah, we're taking that, wouldn't they? 50 points to 5. They're not playing well. The teams that can post that kind of record. Same against Kazakhstan, wasn't it, really? The opening round. Going for the Black Ferns, 79 points to 5. Still complaining about the performance, such as the level they demand of themselves. Bitzer will be asked to cover this one. Little stab ahead from Kelly Brazier.
Now tackle release, Black release. Last foot there, Black.
US. Royzier with the only try, an intercept try, wasn't it? They've been disappointed in not being able to construct a score of their own. It's not a great kick from Bitzer. Just about gets back to recover the situation because Itunu was right on top of her, breathing right down her neck.
She did very, very well to recover Bitzer, didn't she? The kick gets charged down, but she just manages to get there first, touch the ball down.
Right, Black, so it's 22.
Marcoussis is just a conversation with the officials. Claire Daniels on the far side, assistant referee coming in to help out Helen O'Reilly. With Black Ferns foot back in goal area. So will be a 22-metre dropout. Bitzer does much better with that kick. Jensen fires their pass out.
Stay on your feet, White, leave it, White.
Jensen again. Cliff. Well, Marshall this time.
Run away, White. Run away, White.
Has been a lot of offences that break down. I wonder whether repeated offences may have warranted a card at some stage just to slightly clear up that area.
Yeah, it's been very, very scrappy there, hasn't it? This time New Zealand get the call.
Last chance then for the Black Ferns to bow out of the 2014 Rugby World Cup in style. 8 tries already. 50 points to 5 is the scoreline. The line out is a good one. Away by Jensen. Hirame right through the middle. Honey Hirame. It's going to be try number 4 for her. And the Black Ferns do finish with a flourish.
And that's the sort of rugby I've been expecting from Honey Hirame this whole tournament. It was a screen pass behind the centres, making it difficult for the defence to know where the ball's going to pop up. But Hirame gets there, hands off one tackle, and the big, big smile on her face. You can see the try line getting closer and closer. She knows she's in. Great finish from her, and just the sort of finish we've come to expect.
That's what the Black Ferns are all about. Accurate, using their devastating runners out wide, and they do have a plethora of them.
We've seen that move from them a lot this tournament. They haven't quite got the timing right. The centres have been getting too flat too soon, so they've been fooling nobody. That time, they held the US defence. It kept the defence tighter in. That's what gave Hirame that little bit of extra space out wide.
And a moment to savour. Everything working well for the Black Ferns. Will be the final say here. Really Brazy unable to convert. Honey Bill Williams, try number 4 for her. Try number 9 for the Black Ferns here this afternoon. They'll speak about that, won't they? They'll do the replays, but New Zealand being New Zealand, they want more before this game is up. Casey Robertson. Doubt she'll be at the next World Cup. She came out of retirement to play in this one. Bended knee, the coaches went to her. Jensen, lovely one-handed pick up from her. USA will have the last say then, will they? Final minute now in this 5th place playoff game between New Zealand and the US of A.
Just watch the front ball there, Claire.
Unable to repeat heroics of 8 years ago and 4 years ago, USA. They finished 5th in both those tournaments. Hirame, have they seen it? What referee, what? What? They were saying what?
I think they would hope. They're hoping she hadn't noticed, but it's a little bit too obvious. Whitecliffe and Hirame have been combining very, very well out there, but that time didn't quite come off.
She always had the ball, referee. I don't know what you're talking about.
Definitely is the last chance now for the USA, isn't it?
Last chances we're going to have in this game. Clock is at red. Final play then. And the US of A to construct a try of their own. Gifted an interception. Need to get the line out right first. Turley, a little flick out of the back. Royzier had a good World Cup, hasn't she? The fly half. Jamie Burke. Adding to a record total of caps for the US. She will bow out today. Royzier. Ocon for the US of A. And there it is, 5th place is there for New Zealand. handsome victory over the US of A. 55-5, the final score here at the Jean Bouin.